Hi, this is Teri from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group. Don't forget about the Sweet Pea Papers YouTube membership. It's only $1.99 a month, and as soon as my net gets fixed, we'll be having some lives, and you also get 25% off in the shop. All you have to do is tell me what you want, because I can't put a code in there, because then everybody would know the code, right? Anyway, and I'll get you the discount. So, we're going to do the flip through of, Secret Garden Cottage or Cottage Garden, depends. The papers for the kit are from, Everland Vintage Press, and the, backing pages, that I did on the backs of some of them that are not coffee dyed, but avocado dyed. Came from Elodie Craft and Creation, and that's just an N, not the word and in between, so it's Elodie Craft and Creation. Yeah, so this is our finished journal. I almost forgot to record making the cover. This is so totally uneven. What did I do? The paper must be crooked. Because I just did them to the ends of the paper, but you can see. Anyway, forget that. It looks gorgeous. Okay, so we've got our beautiful little birdhouse. This is the view from the side with all the lace. Okay, this is what it looks like from the back. I just left the back plain. And then this is what our side looks like. And it's right where the middle of the pages would have been, because I used a page instead of a backing page to glued together two of them to make the cover. So there's two signatures. It's a 2-inch spine. The cover's 9x6. If you're wondering, you get a bunch of, whoa, sliding around here. You get a bunch of better scraps of cardboard if you cut the 6-inch width first and then cut the 9-inch length, because you get bigger pieces from across, okay? That you can use for pockets and things like that, cards. Some of them are big enough for cards. And I used 2 giant cereal boxes, the like Cheerios giant sized or whatever they are. I can't believe you ate that many Cheerios size. And then I just cut them apart. I cut the tabs off on the top, opened it up, and cut everything apart. And then the front and the back I used to make the 2 pages or covers. Okay, and then you glue 2 of them together, 2 thicknesses. This is our first page. Now this is, I decided not to put a picture on the inside. I probably could have, and I'm kind of almost thinking I might should have, but I really like this picture. And it's got all the lace, and it kind of covers up the creep, you know, where the pages creep out. So this is just a picture. And the back side of it is a picture as well. This is supposed to be the folio, but I left it open and just put it in as a page. And then I put the little squirrel on there. And then there's our little backing guy with a teeny weeny tag in there. Okay. Then you turn there. And then this is paper lace or ribbon, paper ribbon. And then we have a card in the pocket. Card in the pocket. Little puppy dog. I love these pictures. When I saw this kit, it's from somebody I've never used their kits before. I was just cruising around Etsy and found that Everland Vintage Press. And I used up almost all the white lace I have to do this journal, because each signature has 9 pages, so that's 36 sides. Okay, so that was a lot. Yeah. So 72 pieces of lace that I used just for that, not including lace that I used for, you know, ephemera. 2 tags here. I love these gardening boots and the garden apron. And I just put this on just to have something on the page, but this is a writing page. Let's see, what do I got here? These are stacked pockets. There's some tags in here. Here's another garden apron. And there's 2 different sizes of tags in here. There's also 2 depths of pockets. So this one goes all the way down to here. So obviously these tags are not big enough, but I actually used double the kit ephemera and some of the pages too to do both signatures. So I had to cut out all the ephemera twice because I needed it twice. And here we got another writing page. This is an envelope used with repositionable tape. The tape looks like this. And it's made by Scrapbook Adhesives. And it's called Easy Dots. And you want to get the repositionable ones, and they're not so sticky that it sticks permanently. Oh, I forgot to say the reason this is kind of woohoo is because it is being held in with cords. It's not sewn in. Elastic cord. Little bunny. This is an envelope. And here's a card here. I had the hardest time getting this card in here. It might be stuck. Yeah, I think I glued it in by accident. Well, it's not just a card anymore. And then on the back side, some more cards and a pocket. Just decoration. These are both pockets. There we go. This side has 2 tags. You might think there's only boot tags, but there's not. I just like them. Different boots. It's hard to get a hold of just one page because of the lace. This is the center of the signature. Isn't that pretty? Oops, I didn't realize I was up that high. This page is an up tuck. This giant card. Some of them have print on the back. Some of them have the avocado dyed. And it's, obviously it's JPEGs of paper. She scanned them in after she dyed them. And this is a double pocket. What is going on here? I keep sliding. And here's, I put the 2 ducks in here. So this pocket goes all the way down to here as well. If I had more ephemera, I would have put other little things, like maybe like flowers and shovels and, you know, little things like that. The kit didn't come with any fussy cuts. It came with a lot of cards and stuff, though. But it didn't come out with any of the little bitty, like an individual flower or anything like that. It had cards and other things. Wow, my nails are dirty. Should have checked that before I started filming, huh? Well, I was working, so I've been inking with black ink on another project. Okay, so here's the other side of the envelope. It's the flap. Okay, so I put a little door on there. What I did was I took 2 cards and glued them to the flap. And you can still see a little bit of it. I could have cut that off. That's no problem. But I just inked it green instead. Oh, we used iced spruce. I think that's what it was called. As the ink for the project. And we got a couple little, see, there's a little tag. Those are so cute. And there's another one, a little chick. Chick, chick, chick. Okay. What did I do? Oh, it's just sliding on the elastic, that's all. So we got house. And this is a side tuck, and it's a band. That right there is just all the wider it is. And then I put this on here. And then it just grabs the corner of the card. If I can get it in there. Okay. 2 cards. Or tickets. This is a ticket. This is a belly band, but I only made it as big as I needed it. I didn't, you know, do it the whole page. And then it's got a card behind it. The cards in this are just gorgeous. It reminds me, if you're wondering, it reminds me of a My Porch Prints kit, where they've got the big pages. But My Porch Prints doesn't come with as good of backing papers as this one did. It has like 6 folders of pictures. So it's pretty cool. They got it all sorted out for you and everything. There's the shack, your gardening shed. Maybe the outhouse. No, I'm kidding. On this side, this is a flip up. So it flips up and the center is clear. And then when you flip it up, then you've got that puppy. At the bottom is the little garden picture, and on the front is the little kitty. I planned it that way. Yes, I did. There's another writing page. This is an envelope. And this comes out. So I used, this is, I don't know how well you can see it on camera. Let me put the card back behind it again. This is also paper lace. Can you see it right here? And it's called Raffida. And you can get it on Amazon. It comes in a big roll. You can get a 3-inch wide or a 6-inch wide. And they're so cheap. You might as well get the 6-inch wide, even though that you have to do a little more cutting. But you get a whole lot more for just a little bit more in price. It's not, it doesn't just double because it's bigger. Let's see. Yeah. And then on the back here is a writing page, only because somehow I glued the pocket shut. I have no idea. Craft room error. And there's just a page to look at, a pretty page. Here's your cottage. And we've got a couple things in here. So we've got some honeybee pictures. And I made this as a pocket. This was one of the cards. And I used it as a pocket. On this side, I used this border piece of teacups as a tuck. Oh, this is a specimen slide. Then instead of cutting the windows out and putting plastic, I just put the little picture on the outside. And that's the end of the signature, the beginning of the next signature. So it's got the long lace on it, like the first one does. So that's an up tuck, like the door pictures. And this is a little flip out. And it opens like that. And then there's some washi. I didn't really need to cover it because the avocado matches the kit. Because it's like a pinkish rose color. You wouldn't think that to look at an avocado. But that's what it looks like when you boil the peel. So I didn't cover that or anything. I just left it as the way it was. Yeah, this was in an envelope. I just made this as a little flip out, and I've got repositionable tape on there to hold it down. I could have done that with that squirrel in the first signature too. I probably should go back and stick it down. This may not last very long on this one because I don't think I put very much. And more teacup tucks. I remember I doubled the ephemera so that I had enough. Because this was a project. It took 5 videos to make it, 6 videos because of the cover video. And then this flip through video. And then I did the whole, and that 6 videos was just signature 1. I did all the second signature off camera because we ran out of time. It just would have been ridiculously long. This is that Raffida again right here. And then I put this ephemera on top. You have to glue this to the Raffida off of the, page. Can't stick this on because there's holes and it'll glue your pocket shut if you make one out of it. There's another card. Bunnies. A writing page. This is a border as well that I made into a tuck spot. It's pretty with the flowers. Another door card. They're all different. And I think this is no, never mind. Anyway, this is another envelope. And this little squirrel, I used a Velcro dot with this one. Oh no, I'm trying to open them the wrong way. The other one was a flip up and this one is a flip out. And what I did was and there's a little, this is what it looks like when you don't add this as a pocket. I just use it as backing, for a cluster or whatever. This is a little card here. I'm going to close that. But what I did was I just left some of the white paper when I was cutting it out. And then I scored it and folded it, and it made the flap. I just made it 3/8 of an inch wide. You don't need a full 1/2 inch. Here's the front with the little chick. What did I do? Oh, that got stuck up in there. There we go. Whoopee. I'll have to ink him. He got pushed up and got stuck in the glue. Well, that's no fun. Anyway, and here's our puppy dog. And we have our milk can. Whoops. Did I glue everything in? Wow, this one's not coming out at all. There we go. Whew. Got a broken arm getting that out. And there's that on the back. Some of the cards accidentally got printed with these on the back. I meant to print avocado so you could write on the back of all of them, but you can still write on that. It's patchwork like this. There's a place to write. And another picture, and this one I added these little, this is just a string like you would get flat back pearls, and they're just little flowers. I couldn't believe how good they went with this journal. I don't have hardly any left, and it was given to me, and so I don't know where to replace it or how to replace it. There's a bunny picture, another envelope, and on the back there's tags in here, and then there's tags here. There's 2 pockets. Okay, there's our key. It's one of my favorite pictures. I don't know why. Maybe this is the key to your cottage door. This is a belly band, an acetate belly band, and then I put a piece of lace down the center of it. And then I attached 2 pieces of ephemera on there. So you can see they have some oval ephemera. Then you just kind of slide it carefully back in so it doesn't catch on these when you put them in. And this is an envelope with a card inside. And I got it set so that you can see it with the flap up. I can push it all the way down in there if I want to. And that's this on the other side. And it comes with lots of pockets. The only thing I had to make was the diagonal pockets and the stacked pockets. Everything else are pockets that came as pockets. Except for, well, I take that back. I used some of the, what do you call it? The borders as tucks. Here's the other side of that card. I mean, the envelope. It's got lace that comes down. And then this has this little thing in here. And this has this little garden one in there. The camera got bumped, so that's why, and this slides around on my glass surface. So that's why I'm having difficulties. Here's our big boot picture. And I put some ephemera up there. This is the pocket without a card. We don't know what happened. We, me, myself, and I, the whole team, we thought about it, and we don't know. You'll notice there's a little hole right here. I mispunched. As if there were 3. And so it's off the spine. On the outside, it's covered and by the lace on the back cover. But I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do, or if I'm going to do anything, because these journals that I make, I have about 80 or more in my house, because I really don't try to, I need to make more effort to sell them than I do. So they just kind of hang around. So I may not fix that. Okay, here's another here's a pocket with a belly band on the front. Here's our honeycomb, or honey hive, or beehive. Gosh, I can't even talk this morning. I don't know where that pink is coming from. Must be a little piece of paper. It is. And this is what was supposed to be the folio, but I just left it open. So the other half of the folio is in the signature and the front half of the signature. Okay, and this little guy comes out. But you can still write. This side, there's another one of the little specimen slides. and a tag, a little bitty tag. I cut it down. So there's a good number of tags in different sizes. The specimen slides, you know, this is one of the specimen slide pictures as well. Big rooster. And card. Writing page. And another one, a belly band with a card. So why don't I have it? Oh, because I made it so wide. I liked these two flowers, so that's why I made the belly band so wide. So I turned the card sideways. Lock and key. 2 more envelopes. This one is in a little diagonal pocket-looking tuck. It's got a card in there. This is the front is the same picture, or this is the same envelope because I remember I printed everything twice. And then this little bird, little sparrow or a wren, yeah. And that's holding this envelope here, which I used the flap to hold it down. I should have put something on the back of that. I think when I went back through and saw it, it was too late. I didn't have anything left. I was like, I'm not printing a third batch. Just for like 2 places in the journal. Here's some ducks. It's like the dog and the cat and the birds and the bees. 2 tags. And the back of the second signature, the back of the journal, the back of the journal, and the side. Okay, so that's it for this flip through. And go back and watch the video, starting with video 1, if you want to see how to make this. We had a good time. And you only have to sit through making the first signature because you'll have to make the second one on your own. I just punked out on you, didn't I? So anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.